first turning point, the cone on the left hand side. You'll see it's a bit rubbed up from the race of the weekend as well. So a bit of brake just to get the weight over the front. Once you're there, off the brake, turn the car in, tight to the white line. Middle of the circuit as you drop down the hill, and then tight to the white line on the left. Keep it over to the left, smoothly on the brake all the way up to the cone. Once you get there, turn it in, out to the white line on the left on the exit. The second cone here is your next turn-in point. We go tight to the white line in the dip, level with the cones, off the throttle on the way into the chicane, run the curb in the left, into the right now, accelerate now, use all the road on the exit as you head up towards Clark's in the distance. Again with Clark's, a really late turn-in point, nice and smooth on the brake all the way to the cone. Once you're there, off the brake, run it through, tight to that white line, and then back on the throttle on the exit as you run down towards the hairpin. Again, as you approach the hairpin, once you pass this little bit of a crest, you'll sight your turn-in cone nice and early, focus on the cone, braking all the way up to it, and a late apex to the top. Smoothly on the brakes now, into third early, once you're there, run it through, tight to the white line at the top, and straight up early, use all the road on the exit, hard on the throttle as you go back onto the straight. Have you done the legends in wet, dry,
yeah, everything?
You've done a lot, perfect. All the way over the top. Again, as soon as we get to the bridge, we're back over to the left hand side of the track, focusing on the cone, and then just smoothly on the brake all the way to the cone, get the weight over the front. Once you get to the cone, off the brake, turn it through, middle of the circuit again, and then tight to that white line on the left, keep it over to the left, smoothly on the brake all the way up to the cone. Once you're there, turn it in, out to that white line on the exit, the second cone's your next turn-in point, tight to the white line in the dip, up to the chicane, lifting off on the way in, run the curb in the left, into the right now, and then smooth on the throttle on the way out, hard at this point, that's it, keeping it going. Only thing with a legend to be wary of is just accelerating off the curb so you cause it to spin up a touch, especially Clark's there. This one's the one to avoid, and then hard on the throttle as soon as you exit the corner, start straighten up, keeping it going down towards the hairpin. Again, keeping it over to that left hand side, over the crest, focus on the cone in the distance. Also got the other side there ahead of us, and smoothly on the brakes into third early. Once we get out the hairpin, we're probably not going to clear that sight before we get to the first corner, so just lift off. Just have a little bit of a steady drive up, and we'll try and get them through the twisty stuff and the chicane so we're not going to be stuck behind them. So just keep it nice and smooth. Just as you said, it was drying out all the time, it starts spitting already. And then back over to the left now, and again smoothly on the brake all the way to the cone. Once you're there, off the brake, turn it in. Middle of the circuit as you drop down the hill, again tight to the white line on the left, keep it over to the left hand side. Smoothly on the brake all the way to the cone. Once you're there, running it in, and then out towards the white line on the exit. The second cone's your next turn-in point, tight to that white line on the dip, up to the blind chicane, lifting off on the way in. Hopefully these guys will see us and move over on the exit of the chicane. If not, they'll be on the back straight. That's it. So over to the left, accelerating past as we head up towards Clark's in the distance. Again with Clark's, a late turn-in point. Smooth on the front on the exit as you run down towards the hairpin and up towards it. Again, once you pass this crest, focus on the cone in the distance. That's what you're aiming for every time on the road, down towards the hairpin, and smoothly on the brakes into third early. Keep the brake on. Once you're there, run it through, and this will be our last lap coming up now before we're back into the pits. So hard on the throttle. All feels second nature for you as well.
Yeah. The track does feel slippery.
Especially with a bit of rubber on the surface because it's a little bit damp. Again, just smoothly on the brake. Again, once you get to the cone, off the brake, run it through. Smooth on the throttle down the hill. Tight to that white line on the left, keep it over to the left. And again, then on the brake, all the way up to the cone. Once you're there, run it in. Out to the white line on the exit. There you go, you just feel it there, just on the skate, tight to the white line, up to the chicane, again lift off on the way in, run the curb in the left, into the right now, accelerating out, nice and hard on the throttle as you go. Again with Clark's, a late turn-in point, just nice and smooth on the brake, gets the weight in the front, turn it in, and then back on the throttle as you run down to the hairpin. And this time as we go out the hairpin, David, we're back into the pit lane.
Yep.
In general, as always, drive's absolutely spot on, nothing to worry about. So obviously just these greasy conditions we need to keep an eye on. Watch out there in the legend. Now. it'll be better if it poured down, there'll be a bit more grip because the tyres disperse in the water.
Mhm.
They're actually doing something. When it's damp and greasy on the surface, these are the most tricky conditions to try and get used to. Anywhere on the left, just keeping it facing straight down will be perfect. That's it. Once I finish